So guys, I found this video while looking around. How should I put this? I have been a fan of Ben 10 since the original series, since, you know, it started with an alien device did what it did, and stuck itself upon his wrist, and with the secrets that it did. Because honestly, Ben 10 is just a fun idea that honestly perfectly lends to like something that would happen in an old comic book. So, yeah, besides that note, I'm sorry for that long pause there, I was just thinking about things. I will say this, guys, if you want to support this guy, please do, because I want to learn more about these crazy things. So, yeah, apparently I didn't know this originally. The Ben 10 fandom have been making their own versions of the Omnitrix. That's kind of cool. I remember seeing one, if someone knows what it is, please tell me down in the comments. It was something involving where Grandpa Max was a priest, and it had like fangs that attached itself to Ben's wrist, and it became like a monster heat blast. I don't know what that was about. Was there like demons instead of aliens that time? What was going on there? But yeah, on that note, I will say this. If you like what I'm doing here, please do help me, subscribe to me, because I've been going through a lot. Like, this is a rare chance that I'm even able to react to this video for you guys. I'll be completely honest. I am taking the last time out of my day to try this and like one or two other videos because I just do not have the time. Work has been killing me slowly but surely. But yeah. And yeah, let me put it this way. I have seen Ben 10 Alien Force, Ben 10, well, what was that? Ben 10 Alienverse, Alien Force, Ben 10 Ultra Matrix, Ben 10 Omniverse, not the newest series because I really didn't like the art style. I kind of hate it, and I kind of hate how they gave Kevin 11 in his own Omnitrix. That, no, just no. I don't like it. But anyway, I'm going to get in this video before I get distracted. Zach the Unknown, thank you for the subscription over on YouTube. For those who don't know, I am always thankful for all of you that stop by, but we're going to end this.
Over a year ago, the Chaquetrix fan Omnitrix exploded
Chaquetrix,
onto the scene,
that's what it's
igniting
called.
fan art, animations,
Oh!
and even its own comic. But
Oh!
where is that comic now?
Cool.
Has Ben unlocked any more new, unique aliens? And how has the Chaquetrix shaken up the fandom?
Okay,
like
tell
and
me what it
subscribe
is.
if you're new. What you must know about the Chaquetrix is that the watch itself summons a human hybrid alien.
Okay, a human hybrid alien, that's interesting. Well, I was gonna say, it spawned in animation? That's insane. Okay, I need to check this before we continue on. Does he link all the things? Okay, read it. Would you guys like it if I did a read-along with, like, some of my friends, where we were, like, going through and seeing that series? Honestly, I wouldn't be against it.
That are the opposite genders to the user. Hence why Ben's alien summons are adorable girls. Each of them have their own unique personalities,
Interesting.
and we get to see that on full display in each comic issue. To catch up with the comic is to catch up with the aliens, and so far we have seen each of the classic starting 10 as their own unique Chaquetrix transformation, each with incredible varying personalities, combat styles, and motives as well. The aliens' new dynamic with the main cast, villains, and allies is what makes the comic so entertaining. However, we can't know much of anything about them until we analyze their characterization.
I will say, that is kind of the reason why people look into this kind of stuff, right? Besides the pretty alien girls, which, let's be honest, there is a certain subsection of fans that are just for that in Ben 10. I'm not judging you, I'm just saying. But yeah, seeing just how different it would be if Ben had a different Omnitrix or something, that's the realm of fanfiction in interesting ways.
And designs. The first alien we see is Heat Blast, or more affectionately known as Heart Blast. She appeared in issue number 1, labeled It Started When. She is a female Pyronite with a very childlike personality. She is very naive and nervous and goes along with pretty much anything that Ben says.
Oh, that's kind of cute.
Part 1, which is modeled after the episode Washington, BC, she demonstrates her lack of combat intuition and her anxiety as well, as she is attempting to save a few lives, similarly to what Ben does in the episode. but she is hopelessly confused and nervous, versus how Prime Ben himself actually responds to the situation.
I love
with
Heat Blast. He's one of my
Viewing
favorites.
this made me wonder about her abilities if they were lacking. But her design gives us more information on another important aspect of the way Heart Blast's powers actually work. You see, even though she is a human hybrid, she and every other alien has a different percentage of human in them, with hers only being 10% human and 90% Pyronite. According to the creator Trix the alien, this dynamic of human to DNA ratio affects each alien differently, as we will see as we continue to go through the full roster. Another important alien to note though is Wild Girl, the second transformation in the Chaquetrix.
Oh, I really like this design. How should I put this? It makes me think of a Monster Girl, but in a like a cooler way. I don't know how to put that. I like the design.
Shows up in the episode A Wild Chase and has one of the most unique personalities in the watch. She is just like Wildmutt. She doesn't speak, and from her first interaction with Ben, we can see where she possesses more animalistic traits, like a pet, and she is very friendly when it comes down to taking head pats. And she is also really protective of Ben and her family as well. She retains a lot of the alertness of a prime Vulpamancer, which is what she uses to defeat the first Vilgaxian drone that we see. She seems to have a similar level of strength to Wildmutt, but design-wise her features are strongly human. This is because she is 75% human
only 25%
Vulpamancer. Even though she still has strong animalistic traits in her, she is more Beast Girl than Girl Beast. Just like the regular progression of the Prime show, we get a third alien in Ben's first outing with the watch, and that is Diamond Heart. She debuts in the comic The Best Vacation, and
so the name Diamond Heart, I guess they're okay now. Doing it repeatedly makes me...
is used to fight off the giant drone, similarly to Diamond Head
the design,
in the canon show.
I think it's good.
She seems to be very silent based on what we see on her first outing, but her attitude changes as the story goes along. She seems to be confident in battle, and with little to no issue in taking on bigger foes. Her design is a lot more feminine than any other Petrosapien that we have seen in the classic series. I thought that was all on the human DNA.
Didn't we only see like 3 if we're counting Chromostone as a Petrosapien? Correct me if I'm wrong. It's not. After all, their home was destroyed and then I think regenerated because of Chromostone. People can correct me in the comments, but yeah, I'm not sure about it.
But she seems to be a lot more diamond-blooded than we may have thought, as she's only 5% human. The final alien to be introduced in this same issue is the female Kenaceleron, known as Skate. She has a very different personality in comparison to the other aliens mentioned before, as she is very hyper and jittery, and doesn't give a lot of thought to most situations. She shows up only briefly in the issues Animal Doctor and The Best Vacation, but her presence definitely contrasts what the other aliens are like already. In Heroines Part 1, we get to see a near shot-for-shot recreation of Washington, BC with a different take. Since we already know Heart Blast bumbled and fumbled around, we can talk about the brand new alien that shows up in this issue, which is Grey Matter. Her intelligence is about as important as her design, as the character contrast goes up even higher. And we get to see that in the supermarket aisle, where he asks her to assist him in finding the Golden Sumo Slammer card. But she views this as an insult to her intelligence, which would make sense for any sensible Galvan to believe. She also has a lot more foresight than Prime Ben's own Grey Matter, as she convinces Ben to steal a blender.
What? She convinced... Oh, she's still a little like Ben then, because... he would pull this stuff all the time. The reason why, it's because while it still is a Galvan, like, as Ben, it's still Ben. He's still gonna do this kind of stuff. Because he's still a kid. So, of course he's gonna pull this kind of thing. It's Ben as a kid. Oh, it's Kid Ben, I should say.
For an undisclosed reason. Her design is near flawless, as her eye markings form the shape of a glasses, which is pretty cool. However, she is as sharp as anyone from Galvan Prime, since she is only 5% human. A major alien that everyone wants to see is Four Arms, as she gets her first appearance in Heroines Part 2. This alien boasts one of the most unique designs so far, as her outfit is so different from anything we have seen in the franchise.
I mean, it's still the usual
prime
black and
combat
white
enjoyer and about as headstrong as Princess Luma, so you can already know that she thrives in the heat of battle and is a huge show-off when she wins as well. And by the way,
that does seem the thing about the Tetraman that we know, is they do like to show off quite a bit and do their thing. Well, as far as I know, I just remember... I still can't believe Kevin did that to Ben. It's like, oh yeah, now she's your problem now. That was the whole thing. Ben's love life is a mess. And yeah, that's all I'll say on that for the future. Well, for now.
She is 100% Tetraman.
100%?
No human allowed. She shows off a great display of strength after she takes down the mammoth. However, the rest of the issue
I thought you would at least have a little.
And that is where Stinkfly comes in. She has a very unique design with the hair and the flight powers.
Yeah.
And her personality fits her style of zipping around in the air as well. As she goes to rescue Gwen in the issue, we get to see a very unique idiosyncrasy about this Stinkfly, as she tries to pull quite a few pranks on her, which ends in a pretty Nick Choice Awards themed way. Even her means of taking down Animo's daughter is a great display of her personality, as she is very fun-loving and playful. A bit similar to Skate, but more of a prankster than a scatter.
It could be that they're getting a piece of like Ben's DNA, which causes them to act like him just a bit. It could be possible that they're pulling on like different pieces of his personality. Like Ben, well, is a kid. So, of course he's going to, you know, do kid things, mess around, look at, like, throw little loogies, whatnot. He's a rush little kid, but he does have the heart of a hero. Like, he is still a good person who tries to help people. Like, sure, he messes up, but that's completely normal.
Brain. This might all come from her 25% human genes though. Who knows? The final aliens are nothing like that though, as a major difference starts with Upgrade, or Update as Ben calls her in the comic. Her debut appears in the issue New Form, where she disposes of two female thieves with relative ease. And her response is quite interesting, as she asks Ben to rate her performance, almost like an annoying app notification. The
he's asking for a score.
Makes Update very robotic and unnatural. And her design as a purple upgrade is more than just an homage to the reboot, but is actually a very sensible design choice. The Chaquetrix and Azimuth's primary color scheme fit purple very well. Update is 2% human though, so her being more like a loyal technological sentry makes sense, since there is not much organic.
So she's only got that does make sense. If she's only got like 2% human and 98% galvanic mechamorph
Tissue in a mechamorph.
I'm surprised I was able to say that correctly.
Transformation Ghost Girl, who has probably the most interesting dynamic of all the aliens, as just like in the Prime series, she is still the Scare. But in this case, none of her memories or plans are being suppressed, with the only major difference being her female hybrid form, which seems to only change major parts of her anatomy. Ghost Girl has one of the best designs, and it almost feels like the creators are biased based on how good she looks. She is scheming and plotting an escape. However, the Chaquetrix serves almost as a jail for her.
I mean, that was original. Oh, it's 50-50. But yeah, isn't that normal for the Scare? Like, quite literally, the Scare's whole thing is that, didn't he try to get to the Omnitrix and got sealed inside for his troubles? And he is a horrible person. Like, straight up trying to destroy Earth simply because he can, so he can get free. Like, if he got free, all he would need to do is probably get to space and have someone cover him, and then he could just leave. But no, he chooses not to.
He is 50% human. Lastly is Ripjaws, who is a very important, nearly narcissistic beauty queen, who is vain and obsessed with her looks. She views combat and taking orders as beneath her, but she will fight once she has something to gain. Her first appearance was in the issue named United, which is the tail end of the classic episode Permanent Retirement.
This one.
Also clutches up and saves the entirety of the retirement home. She is only 10% human, but her
Wait,
actions
wait, that was said 2% human. Do you mean saying Tim?
actually end up creating a new problem, which is a brand new 11th transformation that isn't cannonballed. You see, the Chaquetrix enters the scan function and creates a new alien, one that isn't tethered to the Omnitrix in the normal way. She hasn't been seen explicitly, but the real value of this transformation will come from understanding the major plot lines to follow, besides the regular flow.
I think I should check out this comic later. I mean, there's a lot of comics on my backlist. Like this one called Tin Can Man, who I bought on a whim from this one comic vendor that was just near me. So I was like, you know what, I'll check it out. But anyway, besides that point,
Of the comic following the storylines of the original show, two major plot lines are emerging, which are Ghost Girl and this mysterious new alien. Since Ghost Girl had emerged, she retained the personality of...
Can I say it's weird that I've always loved the original design for Ghost Freak? Like, it looks so cool to me. I don't know how else to put it. It looks so cool even to young me. Especially how he did the moving eye thing. Except when he does the real form.
Lord is a scare. And with that being so obvious to us, the viewers, and becoming more clear to Ben, we can at least expect some form of betrayal or turning point in the near future. Ghost Girl has shown us multiple things throughout the comic as well that build on this plot point in a different way than the original canon. She shows up in the episode Hunted, where she displays Chaquetrix knowledge and mastery, along with understanding of the bounty hunters like Tetrax and of course Yonix, Vilgax's brother.
What?
In this very same comic,
He has a brother in this? I don't remember Vilgax having any family, but I guess that can be a thing here. Alright.
Also see another major plotline take shape, and that is where Gwen's stone-faced doppelganger appears. She starts asking questions to Ben about the watch and its capabilities, with this creepy Yoshigaki Kira face. Both of these plotlines serve to be real ticking time bombs in the show, and I absolutely love it. I can't wait to see the way how these things end up developing. This kind of crazy transformative material has laid a huge impact on the fans in general, having both the webtoon and Twitter commenters loving what is going on in the story.
I'm mostly just glad to see stuff from Ben 10 fans making comic books and whatnot. It's really cool. I do wish we'd see more of that kind of thing. But it's still really cool. I don't know. I just really like that the Ben 10 fandom is still going on very strong, even with how, from what I heard, the latest series ain't that great. You can tell me if I'm wrong in the comments. I'd be fine with being wrong. I just could not get past that art style for myself.
Along with thinking about what will happen next. The watch itself has left a mark that will never change for Ben 10 fans for years to come, and it is truly irreplaceable. But what do you think about the Chaquetrix? Are you a fan? Do you hate it? Let us know in the comments below. And of course, you can read the full Chaquetrix comic through the link in the description.
I wonder what
Thanks for watching.
Called the
there is an ultimate transformation.
Thank you for scaring that sound effect scared me. Anyway, besides that, if you guys want more, well, you know what to do. Come see all the stuff I've been doing. You know, if you want me to do more of these, like, comment, subscribe. I'd be fine with watching more stuff about Ben 10 lore. Anyway, or Ben 10 comics, or Ben 10 anything, really. I kind of wish Generator Rex got as much love as Ben 10 does sometimes, but that's just me. I like them both equally. Okay, so I like Ben 10 just a bit more. But yes, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye, and take care of yourselves.